Previously on That Kid.
Makeup has always been something I've been interested in. I always wanted to try it, but I never had any male role models to go by. I took that leap, and now I'm here. I remember when I first started doing beauty, it was only last year I think I started. Seems like forever ago. Um, I remember being really nervous to tell my parents that I wanted to, do makeup. So I told them, and I remember one Christmas they got me a lip gloss, and I was, oh my god, I was so ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, I got a freaking lip gloss. Yeah, that was like, and I was speechless when I got that lip gloss. I was like, oh my god, my parents bought me a lip gloss. Like, it was huge for me. It wasn't about the lip gloss, it was about that I knew that they supported me. So last year I put up a post on my Instagram telling the world that I loved makeup and that it was my passion. To be honest, there was a great response on it. I'm not even gonna try and make it somewhat depressing. It was amazing. I got so many lovely comments saying, you do you, we support you. I went to school the next day. I was so incredibly nervous, I could barely breathe. But no one said anything, and it was like a normal day, which is all I wanted. I didn't want people to say I support you or anything. I just wanted to be a normal day with my friends, and that was it. That's all I wanted. And that's what happened, which I was really, really grateful for. My best friend at the time was so supportive. She was amazing. Yeah, I mean, of course, nothing can all be positive. When I started doing it online, obviously there's gonna be those comments and those people who don't like what you're doing, but especially with makeup, it doesn't tend to affect me because, I love it so much, and it's not about, looking perfect and covering up blemishes for me. It's about the art of it and just how much fun I have. Because I can't draw, I can't do anything, but I can do a full face of makeup and look stunning. Yeah, that's what it's about for me. And that's what I love about it so much, is that it's an art form for me, and that's just something that I'm so grateful for that I found and I've took a real interest in. And even though it's not the common thing, it's becoming more and more common in today's day and age, and more people are doing it, and that's so great, because when I was younger I didn't have any role models to go by. I was watching all these girls do makeup tutorials, and then I found Jeffree Star and Manny MUA. They were the first ones I found, and oh my god, I have my first playlist that I ever made of how I wanted to learn makeup with guys on it. I still have it in my YouTube account, and it's just, I look back and I'm like, wow, these were the first people that truly, truly inspired me. Because, there were boys, but there wasn't a lot, and I couldn't really find them. And I found them, and that was honestly, it was amazing, and it made me feel that much better. I always get the question, who was your inspiration? And as I just mentioned, Manny MUA, Jeffree Star really took an impact on me. But of course, it's so cliche, but with everything I do, Ariana Grande is a very, very, very big inspiration to me. I always wanted to be exactly like her, like a carbon copy. I would literally, I'd do makeup, I'd sing exactly like her. I used to sound identical to her. Everyone would get us mixed up. And I just thought that she was gorgeous, and I still think she's gorgeous, but I also think I'm gorgeous as well. And that's where I'm kind of getting to, like, in my life at this point. I truly believe I'm gorgeous, and I'm so deserving of love and respect and everything in between. Whereas I used to be very insecure. I would be like, okay, if, like, everyone loves her, I need to be just like her, and people, like, love me. Which obviously isn't the case, and everyone knows I still adore her, she's still my idol, and yes, some things we still do the same, but that's because I, Xavier Gowie, enjoy them, not because Ariana Grande enjoys them. I'm really, really happy with the point I'm at right now. There's not a lot of depressing things I can say in this episode. And that's kind of what I want to convey to you guys. This series isn't about being depressed or, like, sad things. Yes, a lot of the episodes do have sad moments, and they have their moments. But there are also so many happy things, and, like, this is one of the happiest things in my life. Makeup has gotten me through so much, and I know that that's such a weird thing to say. Makeup, like, a freaking, like, a product this big has got me through so much. But it's because the art of it and just how much I love it and how much I love doing it, it honestly just makes me the happiest human in the world. Going out, I would say, is kind of the thing that isn't easy. Because, you know, if I go out with, like, this full face of makeup on, I do get lots of people staring at me, being like, oh, like, what's he doing? And I guess that's not nice. I love, like, people like, oh, look at me. And, like, I want that, but for the right reasons. I don't want people to look at me because they think I'm weird or it's disturbing to see me with this on. I want them to look at me because they either recognize me or I'm talented at something or just something good. And yeah. Sorry, I'm not sad. Like, I'm not. I'm just like, oh, sorry. Sorry.
Roughly around May last year, I saw Xavier post an Instagram post about opening up about doing makeup. And it was, like, I felt like I was really nervous for Xavier. Like, many people have him on Instagram, and what were they going to think? And I was really nervous if people were going to bag Xavier. But in the same time, I was so proud of him. I felt like he was just a strong individual, and and I was just so happy for who he was becoming at that time, because he was opening up about doing makeup, and he didn't care. And I mean, he didn't care what people thought of him and what, like, students that go to his school. He just put them aside and put what he truly believes and what he feels first, and that was just absolutely extraordinary.
Sorry about that, guys. They were not sad tears. I'm very happy with where I'm at. I just get really emotional sometimes thinking about where I was and where I am now. So for this episode, I don't want to sit here and ramble a whole lot. So we're going to be going to an event. I was kindly invited to the S1-Ep3 masterclass. So I want to take you guys along with me and just show you what happens. So
I had to get away.
So we didn't end up getting that much footage, which I'm really sorry about, that's my bad. But just to kind of sum it up for you guys, it was such a great event. It was honestly like so good. Basically 2 business moguls came in. One was for a wine company, wine in a can, and one was for furniture. There was salon chairs, from what I heard. And it was just really interesting because Minnie was talking to them, and like they'd tell us about their experiences in business and just what's happened and like their journeys and their feelings. And it was really, really interesting, like for someone that's, you know, up and coming, and I would like to have a business one day. I've already kind of started one. And it was really interesting to just see like how that's kind of progressed and the things that has to go into that big business. Yeah, it was really, really interesting, and I'm, again, so grateful for the opportunity to be invited. Yeah, it was honestly so amazing, and I loved it.
Next week on That Kid.